Hi, I'm Jim Kleinpeter, LSU beat writer for NOLA.com and Times-Picayune. I'm with columnist Ron Higgins. We just watched LSU throw another game away against Alabama just like 2 years ago. Played great right up until the end. Got a break at the end, had the lead in the fourth quarter. Bad penalty, but couldn't stop the Tide on a late drive. A couple of big completions by Blake Sims, who really was off target all night. He hit a 22-yarder and a 16-yarder to set up a field goal. And then LSU, I don't know, seemed to me like maybe deflated them getting into overtime. Alabama got a surge of energy and hit a big pass play and scored a touchdown. LSU throws 4 incompletes, and just like that, it's gone.
It went quick, and you thought that when they recovered the T.J. Yeldon fumble, the 6-yard line, you thought, well, the football gods have finally smiled on them after all this time. It's right on their doorstep. You knock it in for a touchdown, and it's one of the better wins LSU's had in many years. Instead, you get an unbelievably dumb, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Bedell Alexander, and you can debate all day whether it was one or not. But if you shove somebody and the referee's standing right there, he's going to call it. You know, he's just going to call it. And it was called. They get pushed back for a field goal. And then Trent Domain's kickoff sails out of bounds. It's a short field, 35-yard line. As you said, Blake Sims off passing all night. And then all of a sudden the magic is there on that last drive. And I tell you what I thought. After they kicked the field goal, when they kicked off to Leonard Fournette in the regulation, and he got absolutely tattooed. The entire Alabama sideline erupted. And it was like, we got him now.
Yeah.
And as much as anything, I thought, wow, you come to see like the deflation on the LSU sideline. Alabama was like, let's go play this overtime. We're going to take it home and win this thing, which is they did.
Yeah, and Les was uncharacteristically talking about the referee. He usually doesn't say very much about it. You could tell the defeat pained him. You have to believe like you have it won there. And you right, you can debate all day. It just seemed to me that in a game where the officials called 2 penalties, to make a call like that down on the goal line in that situation, and then there were 3 more called after that, so all of a sudden they start throwing flags. I don't know. It wasn't a personal foul. Les thought it was a personal foul, but you can't do that. But he had some complaints about some other calls where they threw a flag and then picked it up, and I'm not really sure what happened there either. And it looked like there were a couple of possible pass interferences on LSU's turn in overtime. There's a good picture of one where it looks like the guy's over Traven Dural's back. But LSU let it get away, could still have won the game despite all those things.
I mean, they controlled the clock. They except for scoring points, they played this game at the perfect tempo they wanted to. I mean, it, like domination in time possession. Alabama didn't get its first down in the second half until 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You can't ask for better than that. And still, it slipped away.
Well, we'll see what happens, how LSU responds. Alabama moves on. They're still alive for a college football playoff berth. LSU will be searching for a bowl game and have to try to get it all together next week at Arkansas, a place where they traditionally don't play well. And we'll be there, and follow us on NOLA.com. For Ron Higgins, I'm Jim Kleinpeter, and we'll see you on NOLA.com.